Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my June roundup. Now it's been a while since I filmed. My apologies. It was way too warm, or I was way too busy, or I was way too sick. This month has been intense. If you follow me on Instagram, you know all about it. We have renovated the garden. It took quite a while. And we did it all ourselves, just me, my husband, sometimes with the help of his parents or his brother. And I am so happy. It looks so beautiful. I can sit outside, the trickle of the waterfall, beautiful grass and plants, and it makes me so happy. Anyways, all of that is on my Instagram stories in the highlight of the home renovation, and I just love it. I suddenly became a garden person. Who would have known? And for the rest, my headaches are back quite heavily right now as well, but I am pushing through because otherwise I don't get any content done for you guys at all. And yeah, I've been suffering for that a little and trying to work, and filming has gone to a second level, of course, because work is more important. So anyways, and then on the other hand, it was really hot, like Italian summer hot, which was awesome, except for the fact that there's no beach here, or not a proper one anyways. I did go a few times to a lake, not the same thing, but at least it was a little bit cooler than my house. In the Netherlands, we don't have airco. It's never this hot. It was a record since 1944, I think. We reached 40 degrees. It was ridiculous. My house was 26 degrees. It was just ridiculous. Anyways, we survived June, and I have a few favorites. So let's get started on that. First things first, lippies. This type of lip, the bright orange and coral, and that has been my favorite thing this month. This one here is part of this tutorial that I will have up next or in a little bit. I think I want to do my project pan after this, but this is a Sephora lipstick. Let me show you that I bought in Paris, this one here. But this is not a favorite of the month because I haven't worn it that much this month. What is a favorite of the month is two old favorites and one new discovery. The two old favorites are the Lancôme L'Absolu Lacquer. This is in the shade 515. Something with happy, but on the tube it just says 515. And I love it. The lasting power of this is fantastic, and it's a gloss. So it's like a pigmented gloss and it lasts forever. I love the effect of this. It lasts me all day at work. It's really nice. The other lippy that I found from my purchases last year is actually the Clarins Water Lip Stain in 03 Red Water. And this is a stain, as it says. So it goes on like a water. It has a glossy consistency, let's say, but the glossy part goes away quite quickly and you're left with a stain. Again, another warm red type of shade, orangey red type of shade, but the stain that remains is a little bit more cool toned and pink. It's very interesting. I like the effect for a no makeup day when you just want to attract the attention to something else except for your complexion or your eye bags or the fact that you don't want to wear makeup. Putting on something like this, red, you don't feel it, it's very fresh. Love it. The one discovery is actually something that has been in my collection for a while, but that I never wore. I was saving for the summer, and that's when I loved it. It's the Pixi by Petra Matte Last Liquid Lipstick in Orange Red, it's called. This was a surprise. It looks quite normal. Instead, it's a bright neon matte liquid lipstick. It's fantastic. Look at that. It packs a punch. It is a beautiful level of bright orangey red, as it says. I love it. I love it. It made me want to go buy Lady Danger by MAC, let's say. But since I have this, I won't, because I actually think they're quite close. I might need to go swatch them. Anyways, these shades have been my go-to this month. Loved them. Loved them. Fantastic. One lipstick that was in this family but that didn't actually make me happy at all is a Colourpop Ultra Satin Lip, and this is the collaboration with Kathleen Lights. The name is Revers, and in the tube it looks like this beautiful orangey red. My battery dies while I was talking, but unfortunately for me it is a little bit too light and with a little bit too much white in it. Somehow on my lips it doesn't look good. Maybe I should wear it. Let me put it on for you guys. It's just, I don't know, it looks a bit fake. Well, not that anything looks real. Okay, my mirror is meters from me, so I must have done a terrible job at it. But here you can see it. It doesn't look good. It just doesn't look good. So yeah, it's this one here. It's a bit lighter than the Pixie one, but the Pixie one looks so much better on me. So not happy with this one. Just maybe too warm, maybe too light, something like that. But yeah, these were my favorite lippies for the month. Oh, and here you can see how the two stain. This one here is the Lancome that stains a little bit orange, and this one here is the Clarins that stains a little bit pink. So anyways. Then for eyes, as you can imagine, my favorites for this month were definitely my Tammy Tanuka pigments. I went and pressed most of mine. If you haven't seen, ooh, lipstick on my piercing. If you haven't seen that video yet, I will link it in the cards up here. I went and pressed all of my regular, let's say, Tammy Tanuka pigments and put them in a little palette here. They are so beautiful. I will do a full video swatching these and talking to you about my experience buying them and reviews of the shades, because there's very little content in English about these, and I think they're so worth it. And the shades I did not press are the duochrome, no, multichrome actually, the chromatic range, and these are beautiful. I have used a few of them on my eyes, I think 3 out of the 4, and I found the one that I will dare to press at some point soon. I think I'll press the shade Ignition. I wore it the other day. I think I'm gonna post on Instagram a look with it because it was really beautiful, but I expected to be a gold to orange to green to red. But instead, the first shade that you look when it's on your eyes, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, is actually a berry. It's like very strong berry, and then if you shift, if the light shifts or so, then you see a bit of green, so it actually goes berry to green. It's a bit weird, not an everyday look, beautiful, very weird. I don't know. I liked it worn with a berry in my crease as well and a little bit of yellow around it. That was what I was going for anyways, thinking that it was gonna be yellow. But anyways, I'm gonna try to press that one and see if the performance stays the same as the loose powders, and then I'm gonna press them all because it's so much easier to use my my pigments in a pressed form. And they're beautiful and they still work really well. And yeah, go look at that video. I also have swatches of some. I think I have in total 20 or 18 of their pigments now. Really beautiful. I love it. Then another gorgeous palette that I used this month is the Colored Rain is the Colored Rain Safari palette. Look at how beautiful this packaging is. I bought it for the shimmers. The metallics and the shimmers, let me see if I can avoid blinding you, are fantastic on this one, especially this one here, Amazon Basin. I posted a look with it on Instagram, and it's such a beautiful, cool tone, sandy, I don't know, beautiful shade. And it's definitely something I don't have in my collection, and yeah, I loved using it. Definitely for more neutral looks or more cool tone looks, it works really well, paired with this dark eyeshadow here, which is called Matriarch. Beautiful shades. All of the shimmers are amazing. The mattes are okay. Not my favorite formula, but I can look beyond that because they're so beautiful. So beautiful. It's a little bit like, they're a bit muted. The teal and the green are a bit muted. They're not as punchy as, let's say, the Gemini mattes. So yeah, talking about the Gemini and all the drama about the mold, mine, I'm pretty sure, was from a second or third batch. So it never came shattered, and the shimmer shades never puffed up. I have it now for 1 or 2 months. So I'm praying that it will not be ruined, but I think they solved the issue with the pressing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can ignore. Otherwise, go take a look at the Girls at Beauty News video on the melt eyeshadow mold that they found on their shadows, but I think it's because they had the first batch, whereas I bought it from Beauty Bay after it was restocked after a long time. So I think it's fine. It was a year after launch, so I think I'm fine. I hope I'm fine. And those were my favorites and roundup products for the month. Now let's move on to empties. As I always do in these videos, I bunch together also my empties so that every month I show you and I don't spend a whole video talking about empties. I can ramble on in these things, so I'm gonna try not to. I have my empties Sephora bag. I'm gonna start from the first thing that fell on me, which is my Body Shop Pink Grapefruit energizing gel lotion. This is really a gel and I love it for summer. This is so lightweight, easy to absorb, very hydrating. I love it. I mix my Isle of Paradise tanning drops in here as well. I love doing that to self tan. So yeah, I finished this. I am using now a coconut something from the Body Shop lotion again. And after I finish that one, I think I'm gonna repurchase this. I just love this. Then for toner, I finished my Ole Henriksen Balancing Force Oil Control Toner. This contains Green Fusion Complex, neem seed oil, salicylic acid, and AHAs. I like this. It was my morning toner and I think it was a bit too much. My skin tended to flush a bit after I applied the rest of my serums, and it could be because it's just too much actives next to each other, and it could be like this with this heat and summer, my skin is doing weird things. It's also kind of rejecting my SPFs, which all of them are just pilling on me all the time. So I'm a bit worried it's more my skin than the product, but I finished it and I liked it. I'm just, I think it was too many actives in one product. I had liked it before. This was my second bottle. I had finished a deluxe sample size and I started this in March. I write my dates on my products when I remember, and it lasted me 4 months, 3 months, March, April, May, June, 4 months. Wow, Alice. This is the headache. I'm sorry, guys. But yes, so I like this. If you're interested in a toner that does something for your skin and you have oily skin, take a look. For me, in the morning it was a bit much. I would have probably have to move it to the evening. Then more skincare, and I did a lot of masks this month. I used my Sephora sheet mask. This is the aloe one, which is quenching and replenishing. I used these after all the gardening. My skin was just in the sun and working and sweating, and it was just, I needed something also as a reward to myself after working so hard, 10-hour days in the garden every weekend, and then in the evenings after working a normal job. It was a lot. So I used a face mask. I used eye masks from Sephora. This is the avocado eye mask, nourishing and repairing. I didn't like this. Usually I can use my Sephora masks 2 times because they have so much serum. These ones dried out really quickly. So I'm not gonna repurchase any eye masks from Sephora. I didn't like it. And then of course I want to pamper not only my face but also my hands after being in the mud and dirt for the whole day. And this was the aloe vera hand mask from Sephora. I like these. I use them twice because there's a lot of serum, so I like them very much. I'm gonna keep repurchasing them. A mask I did not like instead and made my skin go absolutely crazy is this Bioven Aztec Legend DIY powder to clay mask. It contains calcium bentonite, moringa and aloe vera, ultra cleansing, pore clarifying and rejuvenating. It was too much. My skin went red after I removed it. Just too much. I did follow instructions. It says to keep it for 20 minutes and that was too long. too much. So unfortunately, I would not recommend this one. It was just too much for my skin. Then I finished my vitamin C serum. This is the ordinary ascorbyl glucoside 12% solution. It's a brightening serum with stabilized vitamin C derivative. And I like this serum among all of the vitamin C serums that the ordinary stocks because it's very lightweight and watery in texture, so you can really just apply it to your skin in the morning and you will not feel it under makeup or under moisturizer. And me having oily skin, it is actually quite important for me not to have heavy layers or serums under my moisturizer because it pills anyways. So I finished this one. It lasted me some good 5 months. This I opened in February and I only used 2 drops. It's enough for the whole face and my neck, and I will definitely repurchase. Right now I'm using the new Paula's Choice Power Berry Serum, the green one, and I am loving it. It is also very lightweight. It feels a little bit more, and that's full of natural antioxidants, so no vitamin C in the sense itself, whereas this one is vitamin C. And then finally I finished my Bite Agave lip mask. This is part of my Project Pan, so I'll be talking about it there, but I had it here on my desk, used it every morning and finished it. It's fantastic. I did not love this for like a nighttime mask. I talked about it here anyways. And the last item in my empties is my nail polish remover. I like acetone nail polish removers because I can't be bothered to wait for a ton or use 2 discs to remove nail polish from my fingers. And of course, when I went to repurchase it, I purchased the one without because I was not paying attention. And in my quest to use less disposables, and I barely use cotton to remove my makeup, for example, but I do use cotton rounds to remove my nail polish. Does anybody know of a more sustainable way? I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Maybe these dip things that used to remove glitter nail polish would be the solution. Let me know in the comments down below if you have a sustainable way to remove your nail polish. I would love to hear. And I would love to hear what your favorite item for the month of June was. I am going to go crash because my head is killing me. I hope you are feeling much better than me and that you will subscribe to my channel because I swear I don't always have a headache. I'm a bit happier sometimes. And keep your eyes open for this makeup look and sneak peek of all my coral makeup. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!